Hello, lovelies. Mama Maggie Ward here, and I am going to be doing some re-recording today. It seems that the release day video for A Huntsman's Heart, the second book in the Huntsman of Adamos series, is gone. I don't know where it's at. I can't find it. It's not on YouTube. And the copy on my computer is, I don't know, something's wrong with it. It's corrupted. So I am going to just start with a replacement video. I'm going to read the excerpts I read for the original A Huntsman's Heart release, and I hope you enjoy it. War took almost everything from Huntsman Lord Urieth of Adamos. 2 peaceful centuries alone with his grief ended with the arrival of a time-traveling warrior oracle. Trying to save her life, he accidentally sealed his soul to hers with magic. However, Lady Fleur brought dire news. War and a cataclysm are coming. Much to Urieth's frustration, she refuses to stop it. Because I didn't stop it. She only came to thwart the shadows, who are trying to change time in the Devourer's favor. In the last century of the kingdom, he finds himself succumbing to the love of an oracle. But Lady Fleur is keeping a secret that will challenge everything Urieth believes about himself and threatens his honor. The huntsman and the protector of Adamos and the huntsman of Rundus bounded over the high wall of the city and ran toward the flashes of oracle light and lightning. A lanky warrior lay in the grass unmoving, as a much smaller warrior dodged and struck at a monstrous shadow creature. The swordsman's face was so bloody they couldn't make out his features as he twirled and spun to attack. He wielded 2 vastly different blades. One was a long, glowing obsidian sword that looked almost too big for the tiny warrior, and the other was a strange, hooked blade that brought lightning with every strike. Their blood stained their strange-looking armor. The 3 warriors could feel the evil of the creature before them. By the light, what is that thing? Regis exclaimed. Stay away from the darkness, the warrior yelled at them in their language, but her accent was unlike any they knew. They were shocked that the swordsman was a woman. Abrieth and Regis stopped on the right of her, and Urieth to the left. All had their weapons out. Stay behind me, or I can't protect you, she called out, as she threw a glowing oval shield of magic between the shadow tentacles striking at the 2 of her right. The huntsman and the protector retreated more behind her as the glyph exploded in a shower of oracle light. They had never seen such magic done by someone who was not a mage. My lady, we are armed, Abrieth called out. Your weapons are of no use against this creature, Aubrey, she responded, then twirled suddenly, striking and missing, but forcing the creature to retreat from them. She nodded her head back to where she could still feel Shad's unconscious. Get the mage to the house of Odini if I fail. He knows why we came. Daisy felt the other huntsman kneeling over Shad's and a pulse of healing magic. The creature started building its energy for another strike. It was drawing from a source of darkness nearby. If it recharged itself, they were all doomed. She felt it lash out with its tentacles and threw an enormous glyph between them all. The explosion shattered it, and she staggered. An overly concerned feeling Urieth caught her arms and steadied her. "My lady, how can we aid you?" "You can't, Yuri. Listen carefully. Tell Adamos and Mina the darkness comes early. Two shadows are here now to change time. Adamos and the remnant of Etheria must flee within the year." He did not know who she was yet. This was the first time in his life they had met. Daisy could feel their surprise, either from the fact she knew them, or that she was still standing with her wounds. She knew she was minutes from passing out and dying forever, because she probably wouldn't revive from the death-like state wounded Etherias fell into while they healed. She was simply too injured. "My lady?" "Yuri, I can't see, but I can feel it's recharging from a source of darkness close by. I must destroy it now. You must tell me exactly where the center is," she begged in a low voice only he heard. He turned her body slightly. "It is 12 stones directly ahead, and centered 4 above the grass, my lady." "Huntsman, close your eyes so you are not blinded. In 3, 2, 1. She stepped forward, away from his steadying hands, turned and slashed, driving with all her remaining power into the blast, focusing it through the sword of Odini and the ancient lightning sword. Oracle light and lightning exploded around them, throwing them all to the ground. It lasted for several seconds. The sound crackled and boomed, echoing into the city and the mountains beyond. Urieth squinted as the strange creature of shadow disintegrated into a pile of dark dust. In front of them, the woman warrior laid on the charred grass. Urieth knelt over the strange woman and noticed she was wearing 2 rings. One, the symbol of a widow, and the other bore the crest of his house. Around her neck, under her fragmented armor, was the white stone amulet of an oracle. Blood and tears wept from her swollen eyes, and strange blackened blood leaked from the scrolling dark cuts across her temples and forehead. It looked like lace had been cut into her pale skin. Her dark hair was unnaturally black. Even as injured as she was the most beautiful woman he had ever seen, and from the battle he just witnessed, the bravest. Her hand shot up, seizing his long coat and dragging him closer. She wheezed out her warning again. "Yuri, tell Adamos and Mina. The darkness comes soon. 2 shadows are here now. He must launch within 1 year or less to save the remnant." Pretty intense way to begin a book. But Yuri met his sealed one in this very intense circumstance, and he is not going to be able to stop himself from falling in love with his brother's widow. Um, like I said, this is a video remade for The One That's Missing, and if you need to find the links to the series, they're listed below. I have trying to keep up with my Hold My Coffee 2021 series, and let's see, this one is The Huntsman's Heart, which launched in January on the 21st. The Huntsman's Hatred launches in a few days on February 19th. A Huntsman's Horror will be on March 19th. Then in April, we will have The Wild Anemone, which is the sequel to Red Velvet and Anemones. In May, we will have the second of the Devoted Sisters called The Flame Burning Within. In June, we will have the second of the the Book of Elo, Ghost with Cats. Sequel is Ghost with Ink. And then we will see which comes next, the War of Prophecy or the Twin Princes. Still working on the title of that one. Because unfortunately my books are too long and I need to split them up. But the War of Prophecies, the War of the Relic of Time and Shadows will be starting in June. And I don't know how I'm going to divide the series, but it's 1,000,000 words. So we'll see how it goes. Be blessed. Have a lovely evening, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.